see here along the water channel, from time to time, like every 100 meters, for example, it's more or less, you would find square hole right in the middle of the water channel. This was like a filter to catch the sand, and only the pure water keep flowing, and then they clean it up every day.
If you can look ahead through that hole, that is the famous treasury in Petra. And we're going to walk into that right now. So this is the final path, and that's the treasure. Wow. Petra is everything that you've heard and more. And it's not just company traffic. It's not just the treasury, as it's called. It's so much more. And I hope this video that you're watching has been able to show you what is here. But let's look ahead. Petra is beyond those mountains there. And over here, this open area is where caravans of camels used to gather as they were going through Petra. So those mountains are hiding Petra right now, and that's where we're headed. Then up here, you have a whole lot of sheep hanging out. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. It's at a distance. And this is the mountain area, and it's a little bit chilly up here. Beautiful. This is the area right before Petra, so part of Petra. I believe this is the museum. And it would be about a 4-kilometer total walk, 2 there and 2 back. So instead we're going to go ahead and rent golf carts. I believe it was 25 round trip. It's worth it. We might not be able to do the walk fully without them. We are on the walk down to Petra, and here on the right are 2 cubes You can see them as we're walking past. A lot of people here walking today. Vance and Udom took a golf cart, a little bit easier for them, but I'm walking with our excellent tour guide, Mohammed. We're having a nice chat as we walk down. So these cubes are...
They are three together, you know. And the fourth one is going to be at the entrance.
Okay.
This one, it comes with a doorway, which means that it's not solid, you know.
Right.
So you can walk inside. And in fact, they were more detailed than now. I mean, as for the decoration, many details gone by, you know, the erosion.
Over time, yeah.
Yeah, over time. There you would see a hidden tomb, royal tomb. It has a decoration at the upper part of it. If you account the steps, you would find them 5. And that's the concept of the cube.
Oh.
In fact, the cube has 4 corners. And you know, for the rituals they used to do, they used to walk around the cube. It's like they make circle around the cube. The circle in Arabic language is, it means number 5. So the way how we write number 5 is like circle.
Oh.
So it's about the 5 elements.
Okay.
And here the 5 steps to symbolize the 5 elements. Even there on the left side, you would see this tomb is a royal tomb. They call it the obelisk tomb. If you account the obelisk, you would find them 4, and there is a relief statue right in the middle to symbolize the 5th, which is the spirit. In fact, this you would find it in most of the religions. Like for example, Christianity, you know, there's the cross which has 4 ends,
right?
And then Jesus right in the middle is like the 5th, the spirit. The Muslims, they do the pilgrimage, they make the round around the cube, like they are asking the 5th to come. You know, it's like they do spirit. And here there is inscription. It's written in 2 languages, Greek and Nabataean language. As for the Nabataean language, is considered as the early Arabic language. It's very similar to Aramaic and to Hebrew. Okay. Because the 3 of them are from the same mother language. The obelisk tomb, this one, as I told you, it's considered as a royal tomb. And you know, the first floor, it has 3 seats, 3 benches. Those benches were used for funeral rituals, while the second floor was the real tomb, where they left the body of the dead person after doing semi-mummification, same like the Egyptians.
Continuing the trek down to the treasury, which is the main beginning of Petra city. Go ahead and, if you can explain again what this tunnel here is for.
Yeah, you know, we are just standing right in front of the canyon, and you know, the local people call it Seek, which means in Arabic natural split. And you know, when the Nabataeans founded their city, they wanted, or they should deal in that time with the flash floods, and that's why, you know, they cut that tunnel by hand in order to drain the water of the flash floods through that direction all the way down to Araba Valley to the west, to avoid flowing through the canyon. And in this case, they could have the canyon dry to be used as the entrance to their city.
And about what year BC?
This was dating back to the 2nd century BC almost.
Okay. 200 BC.
200 years BC.
Amazing. And that cube, and the cubes were used for?
The cubes were a part of the mythology,
right?
Of the ancient Arabic mythology, which is later, you know, start to be a part of the Islam religion, like an influence of that ancient mythology, you know.
naopak kaparový, to se hodně dělá v jižní Itálii, na Sicílii. Tak tady na levé straně máme kaparis, tu rostlinu, ta taky žije ve skalách, na útesech.
It was restored recently, but you know it's the same location and the bricks that the Nabataeans built first. And at that time it used to be attached to the channel, but now all the details washed away.
This is the most narrow point heading into Petra. This guy's a little dangerous.
They don't make sound.
Krásně vidět ty železné manganové díly, které vyvěraly vlastně z toho dna, toho moře. Začaly se rysovat.
You see here, the water channel, from time to time, like every 100 meters, for example, it's more or less, you would find square hole right in the middle of the water channel. This was like a filter to catch the sand, and only the pure water keep flowing, and then they clean it up every day.
This is the water channel so they can catch water and bring it into the city. And look at the beautiful color of the stone. It's just amazing. Once again, picture and video will not do this justice. The immensity and the beauty.
This one here is the original pavement.
This here is the original pavement that's been here for 2,000 plus years.
By fixing the piece of the rock with like a metal ropes.
What's the reason for the darkened color?
The dark color, you mean?
Yeah.
It's different minerals.
That's all?
Yeah.
Okay.
You like to buy something?
No, thank you.
So here it gets wide again. Dating back to like the 5th century.
Jongens, stop jullie eens even mensen aan.
Ja, snap ik.
Modern transportation in the middle of Petra.
Grown in Shobak, the area where we just came from.
Maybe you can see it. There's actually a face, eye, nose, and mouth on that. And then look at the beautiful natural color of the stone. That's really spectacular.
Hi, Mazzawi. والله كانوا معهم سماعة. السلام عليكم.
Yes, acaba.
So look over here. Look at the man. Feet. More feet. We're getting getting close to the treasury. With me constantly stopping the film, we're never going to get there. But it is a once in a lifetime. If you can look ahead through that hole, that is the famous treasury in Petra. And we're going to walk into that right now. So this is the final path. And that's the treasure. Now we're walking into the Petra area, and this is the famous treasury. Ah, our soy dogs. Wow. Oh.
Nice photo. This time is the best.
Unfortunately, we can no longer go in because there's a crack in the ceiling and they're afraid that it's going to come down. So we must stay outside. Pretty darn impressive. Wonder what they're doing. Oh, that's the viewpoint. You can take a picture down where those folks are. If you look on the right, you see steps. That's what they used to go up or come down as they were building this. They started from the top and they worked their way down. Pretty amazing, Udom.
Oh yeah, I mean, God.
The brilliance of man throughout the years. It's just amazing. Whatever he's selling, I'm not interested. I have the best tour guide here. That's all I care about.
Here you can see more monuments, like the diamonds, the circles.
Yeah.
It's supposed to mean something for them, but the whole facade just fell down. Now here, the royal tombs. And for example, the first one you see is one of the royal tombs, but this one is like two tombs together in one facade, where they believe that the second floor was for the female and the first floor was for the male. And you can tell when you look at the doorway in the first floor that this floor is
mountain are tombs. They were not where people lived, but they were tombs. And we're coming up to the theater now. Over the years, I've seen many Roman and Greek theaters, and certainly they're spectacular. This one is not nearly as spectacular, but it might be one of the coolest, if not the coolest I've ever seen, based on the fact that it's just built completely from the mountain.
Even the bricks they used for building, all sandstone, were cut from that mountain. That's the mining.
In the owner's boxes up there, the box seats.
Yes, and up there the caves are still tombs, which means that the Nabataeans used the theater to be for religious purpose, and that's why they kept the cemetery also inside the theater, which is the opposite.
So they performed for the dead.
Yes, but it was like the opposite of the Romans, who used the theater for, for.
These caves over here were homes, not tombs. There's Udom getting some shots. And there's somebody that feels like falling.
See, guys, the village that we drove through this morning.
Those up there are tombs.
Now on the right side.
So the tombs are here in the theater, but on the other side were homes. Amazing what they built into the side of a mountain. Udom and Vance decided to sit the rest of this out. We've walked a lot already. I'll go a little further until I poop out, because then we're gonna have a couple kilometer walk back up versus down. Check this out.
Now from the corner over there, you would be able to see the whole side of this mountain,
Okay.
where it's
Holy
there are
cow.
many royal tombs. About the one in the corner, the first one on the left, is this one is really unique because of two reasons. The first thing is the only facade in Petra city comes like a combination between carving and building. So they carved the first floor and the second floor, but the third floor, half of the third floor was built by using bricks.
Is that because they didn't have enough mountain
Yes,
left?
yes.
Okay.
This one of the reasons why it's unique. This other thing, the same tomb is the only tomb that we know it was used for a queen. Her name is Shekla, and Shekla was the only female who ruled the city. Same like Petra.
Yeah.
But they say that she ruled for like about 1 year, and that's it.
Starting right here, this gate, if you will, this is all Roman influenced Petra. And this was Roman influenced,
Yes.
or Roman.
Roman influence. But the techniques of building the columns, because of the kind of stone, sandstone, so they were not able to find big pieces of rocks to build the same way
Right.
the Romans used.
So they did
used
piece
the
by
technique
piece,
of,
yeah.
slide disc. See the foreign ones?
Yeah. So this was the Roman influenced area of Petra.
See the grounded called the Winged Lion Temple. Also, the Americans restored some archive. Cardo, and this is the very end of the city.
Yep.
And the only standing wall, that one remained from a temple used to be there. They call it Qasr al-Bint. It's like the daughter temple. It's the only wall standing because they used wood in the construction of it, and that wood, you know, gave it flexibility to resist the earthquake.
And in the mountains, the carving, was that homes or were they tombs also?
Homes for the Nabataeans, and
Okay.
at the top of the mountain you see some ruins.
Yes.
That's a Crusader watchtower. Same concept of the one that we have seen.
Wow. What a spectacular place to live
And
2,000 years ago.
the one thing I want to tell you that in the past I told you.
Walking back to the starting point, and I guess it's about 2 kilometers back or a little further.
2 kilometers. No, 3 kilometers.
3 kilometers. So Udom and Vance have the buggy to take them back. We don't, but if I can, I'll get the buggy. I'll pay for half a ride if they have availability.
There's a donkey running away from service.
That donkey doesn't want to work right now, running from his master. But this was fabulous. Petra is everything that you've heard and more. And it's not just company traffic. It's not just the treasury, as it's called. It's so much more. And I hope this video that you're watching has been able to show you what is here. Another runaway donkey. We could walk up there where those